Good evening to all the participants. We will have a talk today by Professor Vaishnav Charan Tripathi. Professor Tripathi होउचंदी Vice Chancellor थिले रेवेन्सा यूनिवर्सिटी रो से JNU रो प्रोफेसर सर हम एबे दिल्ली रु हम सहित जॉइन करिवे एंड वी हैव हम संगरे रेवेन्सा रो रिटायर्ड प्रोफेसर बॉटनी रो Professor Padan Kumar Jena be join karibe. I welcome you all to this seminar today on how the plants evolve green, from where they got this color green, and how this evolved. And today we will have with us Professor Vaishnav Charan Tripathi of JNU. He was also the Vice Chancellor of Revensa University. I welcome all the students and dignitaries to this seminar organized by Vigyan Chetana Mancha. Our speaker will be joining soon, and we will have also Professor Padan Kumar Jena, retired professor from Revensa University. He will be giving an inaugural speech, and I can see many dignitaries here. I welcome Sri Sivabrata Das for joining here.
Thank you, Bharadwaj. Yesterday I assured you that I will be there, and accordingly I am here. Thanks a lot.
So after the talk, we will take up questions and discussions, the points you want to make on this, and ଆମ ପାଖରେ ବହୁତ ସ୍କୁଲ ପିଲା ବି ଅଛନ୍ତି, କଲେଜର ପିଲାମାନେ ବି ଅଛନ୍ତି, ରିସର୍ଚ୍ଚ ସ୍କଲାର ମାନେ ଅଛନ୍ତି, teachers ଅଛନ୍ତି. So it's a mixed audience, mixed gathering. So and the topic is also on mainly on what is the evolutionary process, how this color came up, केमती क्लोरोफिल गुड़ाक कहीं सब ग्रीन कलर हैला, तार इवोल्यूशनरी प्रोसेस कौन थिला, हमें सेटा ही मुख्यतः सार को सुनिबा. प्रोफेसर त्रिपाठी has joined. I welcome you, sir.
Thank you.
तबे आज विज्ञान चेतना मंच पक्षरु आमे जो आलोचना आज रखिचु से होची गछ तार सबुज रंग आनिला कोठु, सेटा केमिति सबुज हैला, माने आमे विवर्तनर जो धारा रे गछ सब केमिति आसिला, गछ को समय रे आसिला, एई तार जो विवर्तनर इतिहास अछि, तार जो वैज्ञानिक व्याख्या अछि, ता सेटा आमे आम संगे रे जॉइन करिसंती प्रोफेसर वैष्णव चरण त्रिपाठी. सार वाइस चांसलर थिले रेवेन्सा यूनिवर्सिटी रो एवं प्रोफेसर JNU रो, एवं आम संगे रे बॉटनी रो प्रोफेसर पदन कुमार जेना मध्य जॉइन करिसंती. मु प्रोफेसर जेना को अनुरोध करिबी से तांकर वीडियो ऑन करिवे एवं ऑडियो ऑन करिवे. सार को प्रारंभिक सूचना दबा पई हमें अनुरोध करिचु. सार काइंडली आपनकर प्रारंभिक सूचना रखिबे, तापरे हमें प्रोफेसर त्रिपाठी टॉक सुनिबा. तेबे एटा मु कहि रखे जे एटा गोटे अत्यंत मिक्स्ड ऑडियंस, स्कूल रो पिला माने मध्य अछंती, हम सहित कॉलेज रो पिला माने अछंती, रिसर्च स्कॉलर्स अछंती, टीचर्स अछंती, लेक्चरर्स अछंती, एवं द फील्ड ऑफ एजुकेशन रे थिबा माने ऑफिसर माने मध्य हम सहित किछि अछंती. तेणु हमर टॉक भी सेही धरणर आमे रखिचु. आज मु सार को अनुरोध करिबी प्रोफेसर जेना को से तांकर प्रारंभिक सूचना रखिबे. सर प्लीज.
Good evening to one and all present here. Myself, Professor P.K. Jena from Revensa University. I am retired professor from Revensa University. I am really highly privileged to be a part of Vigyana Chetana Mancha today. It's a very interesting discussion we have got today, that how plant got its green color. And to give the lecture, we have with us Professor Vaishtam Charan Tripathi, an eminent scientist of national and international repute. I have been given the duty to introduce Professor Tripathi. It is really required for many of the students, at least. For others, those who the scientists and other teachers are there, they don't need any introduction of Professor Tripathi. Professor Vaishtam Charan Tripathi had his BSc from Rebinsa College that time, Austral Rebinsa College, and his MSc degree from Utkal University. After which he joined JNU for his research, and he got his PhD from JNU on a subject like primary processes of photosynthesis and plant productivity. He did his PhD in School of Life Sciences and Environmental Sciences of JNU under late Professor Prasanna Mohanty. He did his postdoctoral research at Ohio State University, Columbus on bioenergetics of chloroplast and mitochondria. Thereafter, he moved to University of Illinois, Urbana-Champaign. He established his photobiology laboratory in JNU after he returned back from Illinois and joined JNU as assistant professor. He worked there as assistant professor, associate professor, and is elevated to the post of professor. Then from JNU, he came on loan to join as Vice Chancellor of Rebinsa University. He was the Vice Chancellor of Historic Rebinsa University from 2011 to 2014. During that period, he made remarkable educational reform in Rebinsa University, and also he brought a change in infrastructural development in Rebinsa University. His tenure as Vice Chancellor of Rebinsa University will be remembered by all. Presently, he is working as a distinguished professor in the Department of Biotechnology in the School of Engineering and Technology, Sharada University, Greater Noida. His research field of research is molecular plant physiology, photobiology, biotechnology. On leave from JNU, he also worked for a few years in NASA, National Aeronautics and Space Research, Space Administration, Kennedy Space Center, Florida, United States of America. And there he worked on photosynthesis of space-grown plants. To his credit, he has many publications in national and international journals. He has mentored about 27 research scholars for their PhD degree and quite a large number of students for their MPhil and MSc degree. He was a fellow of National Academy, fellow of National Academy of Sciences, and fellow of National Agricultural Academy of Sciences. So very few people have got this type of recognition from 3 different institutes as national fellow. And he has got many awards and summons from different institutes of the country. So we have got such a distinguished personality with us today to discuss a subject on which he has done a lot of work and he has done a lot of research. His research field mostly is on photosynthesis. So गछरे जो आलोक संश्लेषण हुए ता उपरे से बहुत काम करिसंती एवं तांकर समस्त रिसर्च से डिफरेंट जातीय अंतर्जातिक जर्नल सब पब्लिश करिसंती से फील्ड रे से बोधे जने यूनिक फिगर in the entire country. So we are really privileged today to listen him today why plant got its green color and how plant got its green color in due course of evolution. So now I request Professor Tripathi to give his lecture. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Well, thank you, Siddharth, and all the organizers of this conference. And thanks, Padan, for introducing me, and Siddharth for calling me to give you this lecture. Actually, it is a pleasure actually to whenever anybody says that you give you give a lecture, I am very happy to give a lecture. No problem in that. Okay. So more ajiro jo topic ache thi seta hoche why plants evolve green. Are you able to see the slide now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Why plants evolve green? आमे देखिबा जे गछ सबुआडे सबुज काहेकि सबुज हला कौन दरकार था सबुज हवा पे काहे से कला हला मु मते कला हवा दरकार कारण गछ गछ कोन गछ पत्र कोन दरकार गछ सबुज काई पत्र सकासे पत्र पाई पत्र कोन करिया दरकार पत्र कोन करे फोटोसिंथेसिस करे लाइट को एब्जॉर्ब करे लाइट को
Yes, sir.
एब्जॉर्ब करके ताको केमिकल एनर्जी रे कन्वर्ट करी फोटोसिंथेसिस पठे के कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड को कार्बोहाइड्रेट तैयारी करे तापर कि जाओ हम खाओ तो से जो लाइट एनर्जी converted to chemical energy through process photosynthesis. Okay. हमारा जो visible light अच्छी, it has 7 colors. Almost dancing, I don't have to explain this. All of you know 7 colors of the light: violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, and red. So मुझे इधर गच्छ green कहेंगे mostly पत्रों से कैसे. Of course, कांड भी green था गच्छ रा, stem भी green था अनेक पत्रों. अनेक गच्छ flower, mostly flower, sepal petal भी green था. So green is a part of life for plants. Okay, it is really green. I mean, what question माने चाहूँ तो काहे कि plants green है ला. जदि प्लांट रा गोटे फंक्शन हला मोस्ट इंपोर्टेंट फंक्शन हला गछर कि से ऑफ कोर्स वन ऑफ द मेजर फंक्शंस इज टू हार्नेस सोलर एनर्जी एंड कन्वर्ट इट टू कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स ओके CO2 कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड जो छटा फ्री लिविंग कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड अछि दे आर मूविंग इन रैंडम ओके दे आर नाउ स्टिच्ड टुगेदर टू फॉर्म ए 6 carbon compound which stick together. It's no more living, no more free living, free moving. Okay, it is just stitched together. So therefore, this photosynthesis is the only process on Earth which, at the expense of solar energy, reduces the entropy of the world. Okay, कारण 6टा कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड रैंडम विभिन्न आड़े मूव करिवे आ तो स्टिच करि देले टुगेदर टू 6 कार्बन कंपाउंड. They cannot move that freely as carbon dioxide is moving, and carbohydrates are also cannot will move in cytoplasm to a certain extent with a very small amount of movement. It decreases entropy of the world, okay, and entropy of the system as such. It is a very fundamental process. Actually, our birth to death parjanta, जन्म हेलु मरिया पर्यंत गच्छ जते जन्म जर्मिट हैला से भी मरिया पर्यंत entropy is the minimum at the time of birth. Disorder entropy measure of disorderness in our body. Okay, so entropy our body रे बहुत कम था at the time of birth, and disorderness एते बढ़े हम body रे आस्ते as we age हम body रे एते disorderness आसी जाए मला बेलको when we die. Because of increased disorderness in the system, we perish. Okay, that's the end of life for all living beings. The clock of life actually wounded by photosynthesis because of decreasing entropy. Okay, I mean, I don't know how much all of you know about entropy, but that is a completely different subject altogether. There comes second law of thermodynamics, where you cannot convert all the energy into work because of heat energy into work, because heat energy is again a system of combination of collision of molecules, randomness of molecules hitting with each other to generate an energy called heat, temperature and heat. And therefore, that is process so random so that it cannot move in particular direction. If you take a drop of a plant, water, and water गोटा बोट को रखी दे, पेपर बोट रखी दिया, ते कुआड़ को मूव करियो गोटा आगे ठिया रहिबो. Although there are a lot of kinetic energy at 25 degrees centigrade, माने water a lot of kinetic energy अछि. It will not move in one direction because you have to give this energy. You have to put an engine into it or blow wind or something you have to do so that the paper boat will move in one place to another. Same is the ship in ocean. So there you cannot convert all the heat energy into work. I will not discuss about it much more. Coming second law thermodynamics. There are also Carnot cycle, isothermal reaction, adiabatic reaction, how heat efficiency of energy is 1 minus QC by QH. But that is a different story altogether. But anyway, you must tell, if you have any of you have studied chemistry, you must know that what entropy is, okay, and what is the randomness. Okay, and therefore we cannot invent a perpetual motion machine. We cannot, convert or make energy, even theoretically make energy, not practically, even theoretically. We cannot convert, build 100% efficient engine. Okay, and that stems from the process of photosynthesis, which actually does not minimizes the entropy of the world to a certain extent at the expense of solar energy. Now, when plants evolved, and they are observing all colors of light, okay, violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, and red. So, if they observe all the colors of a light and convert them to chemical energy in the process of photosynthesis, okay, to fix carbon dioxide carbohydrate for preparing with our own food, okay, then it should be black. Okay, ideally it should be black because anything which absorbs all the colors of light have to be black. Okay, but plants are green. Why they are green? Because the chlorophylls present in them do not absorb green light. Now the question is, why we plants evolve a pigment called chlorophyll who does not absorb green light? Okay, why is it? Okay, it should be, ideally it should be black, so it should be, absorbing all the colors of light and converting them to carbohydrates. Okay, but it is absorbing only all the lights except green. So now we are trying to answer this question, why the plants are not black, they are not absorbing all the colors of light, but only they are coloring all the colors of light except green. Okay, therefore the plants are green. So to explain that, I have to go to the early evolutionary past of the past. Early process evolution on Earth. And from that I will tell you and try to tell you why the plants evolved green and not black. Okay, I must tell you what triggers biodiversity. Greenhouse Earth, I'll come to it. Oxygen metabolism photosynthesis. You know what biodiversity is, right? Biodiversity is the evolutionary process that has accomplished biodiversity of the world. So many families and so many species, so many genera, so many species. Okay, this is biodiversity. Okay, and the biodiversity is a function of evolution. Okay, all right. So faster is the evolution, more is the biodiversity, but not always the truth, because biodiversity is also dependent upon the rate of evolution and rate of extinction. If the rate of extinction species, extinction you understand, ଯେତେବେଳେ ସ୍ପେସି ଗୁଡାକ ସବୁ ପୁରା ଚାଲି ଯାଆନ୍ତି ପୃଥିବୀରୁ ଆଉ ଗୋଟିଏ ସ୍ପେସି ପୃଥିବୀର ନଥାଏ, takonte extinction. Okay. Completed extinct hegala species ta.
Hello.
Eh,
Liku.
The rate of evolution has to be much more than the rate of extinction. Then biodiversity will survive. Actually, there is biodiversity in the world. Earth means rate of evolution is faster than the rate of extinction. But if we accelerate extinction, then biodiversity goes down. We will see how it has happened in the past, in a geological past. Okay. So that's why talking what triggers biodiversity. To understand this, we must know what extinction events are and what is the evolution of our species and all that. Okay. Now I'm talking relative to a geological past, how high is the biodiversity today? I'll skip this for you. If you go to a geological past, okay, the zero is zero on the right side, on the x-axis. On the right side, this is the recent phenomenon where we are now, quaternary stage. And if you go back to 500, these are all 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, the 550 millions of years. We are going by the geological part of 550 millions of years. And you can see a number of species are very small, just above zero. Okay, very small. So actually, 550 million years ago started a process of big evolution. But still life flourished before. Okay, and we also know that life flourished. But that record we have very minimal. We know life flourished. We'll talk about that later. But we are not able to account for the life forms that in that number of genera, number of species, okay, below 550 millions of years ago. Okay, we'll come to that later on. But this is Cambrian era. Okay. And you can see here the evolution, actually, the number of biodiversity on the y-axis. You see biodiversity steadily increased, okay, and increased. And then there are many extinctions, this is drop, the extinction events. Because Earth was, hot, Earth was warm, or Earth was cold, whatever it is. There are many terrestrial, extraterrestrial events happened, so that Earth became, extraterrestrial element, a meteorite might have collided with Earth. That is a big, huge impact. So, both gachha marigale, prani mane marigale. Okay. This is, you can see the drop jota dekhauche, a drop in what? Drop in the biodiversity due to extinction events. So, just a drop dekhauche, acute extinction event, minor, this is another minor extinction event, and here's a very, very major extinction event that took place here. Okay. Then you can see, again, it took a long time, millions of years, okay, to become again, same level as before. So these huge extinction events, happened probably due to extraterrestrial events or igneous, volcanic eruptions and many things that happened in the early Earth. Okay, and then again life again started grew, and now we have the highest biodiversity today. Okay, so if you see the present climatic condition, okay, has favored highest biodiversity. Okay, so when you say biodiversity is reducing, we must know we are talking in what context. Okay, biodiversity reducing. You can see here you can see this line here, okay? You can see it's getting flattened here, okay? Look at the blue arrow, okay? Modern fauna. Look at the blue arrow, blue zone, okay? Go to the top of the blue zone, you can see now it has been flattened, right? Not going straight anymore, but getting flattened. We are talking about this biodiversity loss now at the end. We are talking about this much more. But if you see, we came here to this earth only here at the very 1 million years ago. 1 million years ago means very, just 0 then 1. Okay, just here. So we are all recent animals actually. Okay, recent beings. Okay. Okay. We just arrived. We are recent beings. Okay. Before us, there are a lot of species which are still existing or have disappeared due to extinctions. There are if you see the number of species that evolved from the origin of Earth till today, 99% of species have become extinct. Okay. Only 1% of species are surviving. Okay. So that means extinction events are so high that only 99% species have disappeared, only 1% species are surviving. Okay. Not only that. Now, I will explain you later. Flat because of human interaction with nature. We'll talk about that later on. Okay, in a few minutes. But as you see, if you remove this human interaction in nature, human destruction of nature, okay, then the biodiversity would have increased much better. Okay. Okay. So barring human interaction, biodiversity would have been higher now. Because the present climatic condition has favored higher biodiversity. Okay. So आम जो पृथ्वी आरंभ है देखिब आम पाखे माने आम ऑक्सीजन के ऑक्सीजन गोटे ब्लू लाइन tells you between 4.5 billion years to around 2.42 billion of years, there's no oxygen, only blue. And oxygen started coming up around 2.5 billion of years ago, and still it is much highest. So today oxygen is the highest, okay? 0. What happened? Carbon dioxide, that is the green. Carbon dioxide is very high before, okay? And then slowly has declined, okay? And declined so much, and completely declined so much here. And now, आमे जो CO2 increase कहूचु वर्तमान सेटा वर्तमान एउठी जो टिके बढ़ुची हमर हम या कहूचु at the extreme end देखो राइट रे ग्रीन रो टिके मोड़ी के टिके बढ़ुची
सर गोटे बहुत भलो आलोचना रखिचंती जे केमिस्ट्री रो गोटे फंडामेंटल विषय होउची एंट्रोपी बा randomness बा disorderness. The measure of disorderness, entropy, सार से विषयटा को खूब सुंदर भावरे रखिचंती जे एई जो आमे जानिचु जे माने टोटल विश्व ब्रह्मांडर एंट्रोपी सब बेले बढ़ी चलची जे कोनोसी स्पॉन्टेनियस प्रोसेस जोटा स्पॉन्टेनियसली हुए हमर यूनिवर्स रे एंट्रोपी बढ़ी जाउ थाए किंतु फोटोसिंथेसिस एमिति गोटे प्रोसेस जोटी कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड गुडा आसिकिरी लागी जाउचंती सब एकाठी हेकिरी ग्लूकोज रो मॉलिक्यूल तयारी करूचंती जो थरे एंट्रोपी कमी जाउची तेनु एटा नेचर रो गोटे एमतिया
एटा ऑक्सीजन केनि बडा गो बढ़िला ओके तो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड केमिति आस्ते आस्ते कमिला पृथ्वी रे ओके वर्तमान कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड बहुत कम कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड हम पृथ्वी रे किंतु वर्तमान बिकॉज ऑफ ह्यूमन इंटरेक्शन विथ नेचर तापर कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड concentration is increasing. And let us come to what happened to methane. This is methane. Methane, of course, was very high before. Okay. and a समय जो methane is 3.5 billion of years ago came archaea. Archaea are a group of organisms who is primitive to bacteria, are similar to bacteria, but primitive bacteria, and they contain and they also produce methane. Okay, because they are all anaerobic world. In anaerobic world re sulfate nathila, nitrate nathila, because nitrogen thila, sulfur thila, but therefore hydrogen thila, so hydrogen sulfide was present much more. But sulfate nathila because oxygen nathila. Okay, nitrate bhi nathila because oxygen nathila. But then aste nitrate and the oxygen concentrate body la pore jaingri amar nitrate asila, sulfate asila, all radicals, oxygen radicals came. Oxygen radicals came like superoxide, single oxygen, all those things came after lot of oxygen increase on our earth. Okay, we'll not talk about that right now, why radicals came and all that. But what I'm saying, कि मिथेन कंसंट्रेशन बहुत थिला पृथ्वी रे आ जते बेले ऑक्सीजन कंसंट्रेशन केमिति बढ़ला परे कहबी जे ऑक्सीजन कंसंट्रेशन पृथ्वी रे बढ़िला जा फर कहला ना जते के एनारोबिक लाइफ जो माने एनारोबिक एरिया रे थ्राइव करूथिले एनारोबिक एरिया मींस जो थरे जते बेले ऑक्सीजन नथिला एनारोबिक एरिया when there is no oxygen called anaerobic. So anaerobicity means no oxygen. Okay, so it's anaerobic area जो माने बहुत methane producing bacteria थे, their population decreased because of increase of oxygen. But therefore you see lot of methane, the methane production is very, 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 very minimal. So if you see all these, now next question arises, what happened? After photosynthetic bacteria came, the bacteria, the anaerobic photosynthesis avutala. As I told you, hydrogen sulfide was abundantly available because sulfate nathila prithvi re. So hydrogen thila, sulfur thila. So hydrogen sulfide could combine to form. The hydrogen sulfide was major electron donor. Okay, which sulfur bacteria thrived on this world, and hydrogen sulfide was the major electron donor to reduce carbon dioxide to carbohydrate. So the photosynthesis houtala, chlorophyll, bacteria chlorophyll, bacteria chlorophyll absorb light and converting it to electrical, convert to chemical energy. Okay. So therefore, hydrogen sulfide was a major electron donor. So in photosynthesis, in anaerobic world. So anaerobic photosynthesis worked because hydrogen sulfide was carbon dioxide from carbohydrate and sulfur. Okay. So therefore, there. But aste konala, if you see that the oxygen asuchi bartan blue line lekhucha bartan oxygen asuchi, sete baduchi, setebale around 2.5 billions of years ago came cyanobacteria or blue-green algae. Cyanobacteria evolved chlorophyll. They are before bacteria chlorophyll, photosynthetic bacteria, and cyanobacteria evolved chlorophyll. The chlorophyll evolved hala, tau अन्य oxygen evolving apparatus evolved hala, tapare you can see water became electron donor to reduce carbon dioxide to carbohydrate. So CO2 plus water form carbohydrate and oxygen. Okay. So therefore, when life evolved in ocean, okay, so ocean have lot of water, but they were not able to oxidize water to oxygen because they had before bacteria chlorophyll. And I will talk about it in a few minutes. Bacteria chlorophyll, you are not able to oxidize water to oxygen because the energy is low. We'll come back to that later on. Okay. So water, they converted water to oxygen. So therefore oxygen concentration slowly increased, and also now in high stage. and carbon dioxide decrease, because carbon dioxide mostly consumed in the process of photosynthesis of carbohydrates, and of course by microbial deforestation that still go up, but a lot of water, a lot of carbon dioxide remains buried also beneath the earth. So therefore, how do you think carbon dioxide is beneath the earth? How do you think so? When I say soil carbon dioxide, a lot of forests are there. Okay, a lot of plants are there. They are absorbing carbon dioxide, carbohydrate, and that carbohydrate is coming in a whole tree trunk and also in the roots. Even if tree trunk goes up, the roots are so deep, okay, and those carbon dioxide of the roots, carbohydrates in the root, remain below the soil, in the soil, below the soil, or inside the soil. So a lot of carbon dioxide is sequestered on earth, okay, on the soil. We are not talking about why soil is today. So that's okay. Now let us go back, and here came cyanobacteria and organisms, but here were the archaea. Okay, 3.5 billion the archaea. What are archaea? I told you they are photosynthetic bacteria, but primitive photosynthetic bacteria. We'll come back to that. What happened? So again, I'm telling you the life process on Earth. This is 4.65 billion of years ago, origin of Earth. Then first organism came around 3.2 billion of years ago, like archaea kind of organisms. Then archaea like organisms, not archaea like organisms. Okay. Then came archaea. Then came photosynthetic bacteria. Okay, and then photosynthetic bacteria converted water to oxygen. So oxygen concentration in atmosphere increased. Okay, when oxygen concentration increased, so those days oxygen and sunlight is penetrating the earth, UV light is penetrating the earth because there is no ozone layer. So a lot of UV light is penetrating the earth those days because you don't have an ozone layer, because there is no oxygen. So as soon as oxygen concentration in the atmosphere increased, okay, now UV light, so 3 molecules of oxygen in presence of UV light combine to form 2 molecules of ozone, okay, O3. 3 O2, 2 O3. Okay, ozone is O3. So once a lot of ozone produced on Earth, they went to slowly to stratosphere. Once they went to stratosphere, okay, ozone, then sunlight, all the UV light was absorbed by the ozone layer. Okay. So ozone layer, UV light is absorbed. So all other colors of light penetrate Earth other than the UV light. Okay. So UV light was absorbed by ozone layer. Therefore, UV light could not penetrate the Earth. Okay. Therefore, those are microorganisms which are present and evolved on those early days, which are very, very tiny organisms, of course, had circular DNA, kind of circular DNA, mostly prokaryotic life. They don't have nucleus, therefore they are called prokaryotes. So those life forms, who are circular DNA, but their DNA was getting damaged by UV light. UV light absorbs for pyrimidine dimers. Okay, so UV light, we have DNA, we have adenine, thymine, cytosine, guanine, all bases. Okay, so these APCG present in our present in our DNA, कौन करते ना UV light को absorb करते. UV को absorb कर साला परे सेल कौन करते ना तंकर destruction ही जाए.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
डैमेज हो जाती है. डैमेज हो जाए जहाँ पर के ओजोन लेयर माने जब यूवी लाइट आपको डैमेज कर दिए का
डिस्टर्ब करतो
तंकर डीएनए तंकर जीन एवोल्यूशन नहीं पारे. जहाँ फल कि the evolution process is hampered. तो जिते बड़े ओजोन लेयर आसिला डेवलप होला because advent of oxygen, so UV penetration कम हैला जहाँ फल कि ऑर्गेनिज्म मनकर DNA कम डैमेज हैला और लो डैमेज हैला जहाँ फल कि evolution factor रे बढ़िला. So evolution बढ़िला increased as the oxygen concentration increased. So हमें जो देखो जो वर्तमान x axis रे देखो जो हमें years, okay, from origin of Earth, a percentage of atmosphere oxygen on the y axis. वर्तमान कहते 20.9%, 21% oxygen, right? Okay. हमें तक 100% नहीं जो present atmosphere को 100% oxygen. So 20.9% is 100%. And tole 0% or 1%. Okay. And you can see here, therefore there's some little small amount of oxygen was present, but very, very minimal oxygen was present. Okay. Therefore, anaerobic life, not that completely absent, but some oxygen present. Therefore, तुम्हें देखिबो मु जो ए स्लाइड करी छी देखो तुमको सब broad side देखो छी, saying that some oxygen was present, the blue देखुचा, so the one the पछो देखुचा, a broad देखुचा, when 1% of oxygen is present. किधर से ऐसे देखुचा 1% of oxygen is present, हला, आओ जा फरे की you can see therefore that life form slowly increase. More the oxygen concentration increased, okay, more is the different, it led different kind of complex organisms. Unicellular to multicellularity hala, okay, multicellular hale. Prokaryotes eukaryote develop hala. Eukaryote mane jara nucleus is takon eukaryote. Eukaryote develop hale. Tapare sexual reproduction starts. The animal develop skeletons. Mane kono vertebrates evolution hale. So vertebrates came, to this earth around 700 million of years ago. Okay, vertebrates. So not in ocean only. They are all life was all in ocean. Okay, okay, not on earth. Then some plants migrated from ocean to land. Land plants develop. Okay, some plants migrated to land because land plants develop. When land plants developed, then after that came land animals developed. So land plants came around 500 million of years ago. Land plants asile 500 million of years ago. Our land animals asile 400 million of years ago. Okay. तापर asile dinosaurs. It dinosaurs देखी परचा. What is origin of dinosaurs? Dinosaurs came in Jurassic period. Say some area देखिबो. The left to go as a y-axis go as 80% oxygen. Means around 18% oxygen. So जेतेबेले life for 18% oxygen हैला पृथ्वी रे सेवन एक्सेट्रा से डायनोसर कहीं 18% जगह अपेक्षा करियो पड़ला कारण डायनोसर आर वेरी बिग एनिमल्स तांका बड़ बड़ लंग्स नहीं फुसफुस आ बड़ बड़ लंग्स मान कोन करंती ना दे नीड लॉट ऑफ ऑक्सीजन and therefore such a big animal to develop we need lot and lot of oxygen. So therefore dinosaurs came when oxygen concentrated atmosphere became 18%. Tapar came mammals like us, we are mammals, okay. Of course you can say Ramapithecus and a lot of organism mammals came, huge mammals came also. कितने huge बड़ा mammals आसंती और disappear कर extinct से so for certain time dinosaurs and mammal they happily lived together, okay, long time. But then डायनोसर्स मरीगले एक्सटिंक्शन ऑफ डायनोसर्स दैट एटा हला काहे कि डायनोसर्स चली गले पृथ्वी रो काहे कि some extraterrestrial effects we believe some something some comet or something else some asteroid huge asteroid collided with the earth therefore ki it led to such a big extinction event the many dinosaurs died and other many species also died and along with that also अनेक mammals से मरी गए mammals भी चली गए Amme asal humans came this 0.1 million 0.1 10 millions of years right 0.1 billion means okay 0.100 million here 0.1 means for 1 billion is how much 1000 million so 0.1 means 100 million and amme asal ko prithvi kabe bartaman 1 million year ago just at the here at the end so we evolved very late in evolution, a very, very recent species. I mean, human beings. We human beings, Homo sapiens, we call ourselves. Then, before Astele, Prabhu Astele, Homo erectus. Tapare Astele, Homo sapiens. So, I'm not going to origin of evolution of human beings here. Okay. We call him Homo erectus, Homo sapiens. So, so this is more or less the evolution of Earth, evolution of life on Earth. Okay. But you see, what I'm saying, land plants came very, very late to the Earth, came land animals, all the life was in ocean. Bartaman, plants, more, a baby life was ocean এবং land রে আছে তারপরে ମୁଁ ଏଟା ଟେମ୍ପରେଚର କୁ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ଯିବିନି ହଁ ଟେମ୍ପରେଚର କମ କହିବିନି ଏଠି ଦରକାର ନାହିଁ कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड कंसंट्रेशन पृथ्वी रे बढ़ुची कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड कंसंट्रेशन पृथ्वी रे बढ़ुची एटमॉस्फेयर कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड कंसंट्रेशन केते जानछ कि वर्तमान
0.03% 0.03
ना आउ के कहि परियो
0.03
0.02
0.04 मतलब 0.04 है गला ते पढ़ि 0.03 राइट तुम जहाँ पढ़ी तो ठीक पढ़ी जहाँ कहू ठीक कहू 0.03 सेटा तुम पुराना टेक्स्ट बुक पढ़ी कि पढ़ुछ वर्तमान 0.04 है गला काहे कि हमर कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड कंसंट्रेशन पृथ्वी रे बढ़ुछि आज एक्चुअली देखा गले 0.41 है गला हला तो आमे जो पढ़ुथलु आमी पढ़ुथलु हमर टेक्स्ट बुक रे कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड कंसंट्रेशन 0.27% तापर 0.03% तापर 0.035% बोटा 0.04% ता अर्थ कोन तू जहा कहली सत कहला ते पढ़िछ 0.03% कारण तुम बही ते लिखाई थला बहुत दिन तळे तेबेले 0.03% थिला कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड वर्तमान बढ़ी बढ़ी 0.04% है सो से देखि परछ कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड कंसंट्रेशन केते शीघ्र बढ़ुछि ओके से है तुम पचले काई कार्बन कंसंट्रेशन केते वर्तमान में देखो ए कर्व देखुछ ए देखौ जे केबे 280 रे केते थिला 1950 रे थला 280 ppm 0.28% देखु छ लेफ्ट रे 1950 मसिया थला 0.28% 2000 हला 3.7% आ 2021 रहला 0.41% आ 410 ppm तो कितने शीघ्र कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड बढ़ी चली तो CO2 बढ़ला पर कौन क्षति कौन CO2 ऑफ कोर्स देखो कार्बन हमारा जो प्रेडिक्शन अच्छी ओके CO2 कंसंट्रेशन एटमॉस्फेयर रे बड़ी चली और जो IPCC गोटे अच्छी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन इंटरनेशनल क्लाइमेट चेंज रे गोटे ऑर्गेनाइजेशन माने यूनाइटेड नेशंस रा प्रेडिक्ट करछंती 2001 रे प्रेडिक्ट करछंती जे 2000 ए जो एंड ऑफ सेंचुरी रे माने 2200 ईयर 2200 रे हां अभी 21 अभी केते एबे ईयर केते
2021.
2021 राइट 22 हबो बड़ा 2021 रे अछि हमें ओके हमें 2100 हे जते बड़े 21 2012 माने आउ 70 80 वर्ष परे हां हमर एटमॉस्फेयर हे जीवा 700 ppm तार था 0.07% कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड ओके बर्तमान जो 0.041 अच्छी और हम 0.07% जदि एते कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड बढ़िबो तार इंपैक्ट कौन हबा हमर नेचर पृथ्वी रे तो देखो जे टेंपरेचर जो लिखी बर्तमान एठी अच्छी येलो रे देखाई टेंपरेचर येलो रे टेंपरेचर दिया आइची येलो रे बर्तमान एठी अच्छी हमर से बर्तमान बढ़ियो बाय 3 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड 3 डिग्री बढ़ जीव टेंपरेचर एटलीस्ट 3 डिग्री तो 3 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड ता कोन ग्लोबल वार्मिंग ता कोनती ग्लोबल वार्मिंग हला yes it equals CO2 concentration can बड़ी का चली थी for last 150 years okay 150 वर्ष भितरे केते कारण से बढ़लानी जेटु कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड हमें देखियो टेंपरेचर हम बर्तमान देखियो पृथ्वी रा कोन थिला फास्ट रे वर्तमान देखुछु जीरो क्वाटरनरी फेज तापर एटा हम पृथ्वी रा समय हम भौगोलिक हिसाब से पृथ्वी चली पछु जीवा जमदेव हमें आगुरी जाइथलु हेल देखियो हमें पूरा जाउनी मोटी 443 मिलियन पूर्व वर्ष पूर्व को जाउची कार्बन फेरस एरा बोली गोटा एरा थिला जते बेले कि कार्बन फेरस खाइची जते बेले कि हमर टेंपरेचर टिके ठंडा थिला तापरे पुन एबे टेंपरेचर ठंडा एबे अछि तो हमर पृथ्वी टेंपरेचर कम ओके मु बर्तमान एक्सप्लेन करे चाहुनी एते छोट छोट पिला अछन देठी ओके अच्छा वर्तमान देखो टेंपरेचर एते बढ़ी गला एटा पृथ्वी रा आइस कब एटा कोन देखु ए जो धड़ा धड़ा कोन लिखा जाउची एटा होची आइस बहुत आइस अछि पृथ्वी थिला फिर आस्ते 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 गरम हबार टेंपरेचर बढ़ी छी टेंपरेचर बढ़ले कोन आइस टा मेल्ट करिवो नहीं
यस सर
अच्छा आइस मेल्ट करिवो तो आस्ते आस्ते आइस मेल्ट करी जाउची दिस इज आइसबर्ग स्प्लिटिंग आइसबर्ग बदा भांगुची देखो आइसबर्ग मेल्ट करी जाउची भांगी जाउची करी गलानी आइसबर्ग कोन आइसबर्ग ता कोन आ ग्लेशियर कोन जान छ किछि
यस सर पोलर रीजन लेता है ना
Frozen rivers.
हां वो
iceberg are situated at the polar region
नहीं डिफरेंस बिटवीन आइसबर्ग एंड ग्लेशियर हला आइसबर्ग ता रहिला पानी भीतर
Glaciers are moving.
ग्लेशियर्स रहिला हम अर्थ रे माने लैंड रे टाइटैनिक मूवी के देखि छ
आगे सर मु देखि छी आगे सर मु देखि छी
हां
Sir, mo देखिबी.
लास्ट को जहाज पड़ी जियो
हां सेटा काई बुडला सेटा काई
बुडी
बुडला
केबे बुडे नी सर सेटा केबे
କାହିଁ ବୁଡ଼ିଲା
ବୁଡ଼େନି ସାର୍ ବୁଡ଼ିବ
ବୁଡ଼ିଗଲା କାହିଁ ଗୋଟେ ଆଇସ୍ ବର୍ଗ ହିଟ୍ କଲା ବୋଲିକିରି
ପାଣି ପଶିଗଲା
ବୁଝିଲୁ?
ଜଜ ଦେହରେ
ହଁ କାହିଁ ବସିଲା ଗୋଟେ ଆଇସ୍ ବର୍ଗ ଥିଲା ନା
ସାର୍ ବୁଝେଇ ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ ଟିକେ
ଆଇସ୍ ବର୍ଗ ବାଡେଇ ହେଇଗଲା ଓସନ ରେ ସମୁଦ୍ରରେ ଆଇସ୍ ବର୍ଗ ଅଛି ବୁଝିଲେ କି ଏମିତିଆ ଧଳା ଧଳା ବଡ ବଡ ବୁଝିଲେ କି ଯୋଉଟା ଆଇସ୍ ଗୁଡା ଓଜନ ହେଇକିରି ଅଛି ତା ଦେହରେ ଆସି ବାଡେଇ ହେଇଗଲା କଣ ଟାଇଟାନିକ ହେଲା ଯାହାଫଳରେ କି ଟାଇଟାନିକ ଟା ଭାଙ୍ଗିଗଲା ଆଉ ଗ୍ଲେସିୟର ମେଲ୍ଟ କରୁଛି ଗୋଟେ ଗ୍ଲେସିୟର एउटा ଗ୍ଲେସିୟର କୋଉଠି ଅଛନ୍ତି ଲ୍ୟାଣ୍ଡ ରେ ଅଛି ଦେଖୁଛ ଲ୍ୟାଣ୍ଡ ମାସ ଅଛି ଗ୍ଲେସିୟର ମେଲ୍ଟ କରୁଛି ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ବିକଜ କାହିଁକି ନା ଟେମ୍ପରେଚର ବଢୁଛି ଯଦି ଗ୍ଲେସିୟର ମେଲ୍ଟ କଲେ ତାହେଲେ କଣ ହବ ପାଣି ପଶିବ ୱାଟର ଗୁଡା କମ ଦେଖ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ପୋଲାର ବେୟାର ଦେଖ ପୋଲାର ବେୟାର ବୁଲୁଛି ବାହାରେ ତା ଘର ଭିତରେ ବାହାରିକି ବାହାରେ ବୁଲୁଛି ଶୋଇବା କଥା ଘରେ କୋଉଠି ତାର ଜାଗା ନେଇ ମାନେ କଣ ରହିବା ପାଇଁ ସେ ଓସନ ଭିତରେ ସେ ଯୋଉ ଆଇସ୍ ଭିତରେ ଘର କରି ରହିଥାନ୍ତି ନା ସେମାନେ ତାଙ୍କ ଆଇସ୍ ମେଲ୍ଟ କରିଗଲା ସେ କଣ ବୁଲୁଛନ୍ତି ବାହାରେ ପୋଲାର ବେୟାର ଆଚ୍ଛା ନାଓ ଟିକେ କମ୍ପ୍ଲିକେଟେଡ ହବ ଅତି ଛୋଟ ପିଲାଙ୍କୁ ବୁଝିବା ପାଇଁ ଏଟା ହେଲା ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ଟ୍ରି ଅଫ ଲାଇଫ ମୁଁ ଏଇଠୁ କାହିଁ ମୁଁ କହୁଛି ଏଇଟା ହେଲା ବ୍ୟାକ୍ଟେରିଆ ହେଲେ ଗ୍ରୀନ୍ ବ୍ୟାକ୍ଟେରିଆ એટલે ગ્રીન સલ્ફર બેક્ટેરિયા પર્પલ બેક્ટેરિયા સાનો બેક્ટેરિયા તો સાનો બેક્ટેરિયા કેમ માସିଲେ સાનો બેક્ટેરિયા ବ୍ଲୁ ଗ୍ରୀନ୍ ଆଲଗି ସୋ ବିଭିନ୍ନ ପ୍ରକାର ବ୍ୟାକ୍ଟେରିଆ ଆସି ଗୋଟେ ସାନ ବ୍ୟାକ୍ଟେରିଆରେ ପହଞ୍ଚିଲେ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ଏସବୁ ବ୍ୟାକ୍ଟେରିଆ ଗ୍ରୀନ୍ ସଲ୍ଫର ବ୍ୟାକ୍ଟେରିଆ ପର୍ପଲ ବ୍ୟାକ୍ଟେରିଆ ହାଲୋ ବ୍ୟାକ୍ଟେରିଆ ହିଲିଓ ବ୍ୟାକ୍ଟେରିଆ ଏସବୁ ହେଲେ ଆନାରୋବିକ ବ୍ୟାକ୍ଟେରିଆ ମାନେ ଯୋଉମାନେ ଅକ୍ସିଜେନ ଏଭବ କରନ୍ତିନି ସେମାନେ କଣ କରନ୍ତି ହାଇଡ୍ରୋଜେନ ସଲଫାଇଡ ପ୍ଲସ କାର୍ବନ ଡାଇଅକ୍ସାଇଡ ଫର୍ମ କାର୍ବୋହାଇଡ୍ରେଟ ଆଣ୍ଡ ସଲଫର ବଟ ସାନ ବ୍ୟାକ୍ଟେରିଆ ବ୍ଲୁ ଗ୍ରୀନ୍ ଆଲଗି ସେମାନେ କଣ କରନ୍ତି ୱାଟରକୁ ଅକ୍ସିଜେନ ରେ କନଭର୍ଟ କରିଦିଅନ୍ତି ହେଲା ଆଉ ସେଇ ସାନ ବ୍ୟାକ୍ଟେରିଆ ଇନ ପ୍ରୋସେସ ଏଭଲ୍ୟୁସନ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ହେଇଗଲେ କଣ କ୍ଲୋରୋପ୍ଲାଷ୍ଟ ଆଣ୍ଡ ଡେଭଲପ ଟୁ ଆଲଗି ହାୟର ପ୍ଲାଣ୍ଟସ ଆଚ୍ଛା ଏଇଠି ଗୋଟେ ବ୍ରାଞ୍ଚ ଅଛି ଆର୍କିଆ ଏ ବ୍ରାଞ୍ଚ ଆର୍କିଆ ହେଉଛି ଆର୍କିଆ ଏ ଆର୍କିଆ ହେଉଛି ମେଥାନୋଜେନିକ ବ୍ୟାକ୍ଟେରିଆ ମାନେ ମିଥେନ କରନ୍ତି ଏ ଆର୍କିଆ ତୁମେ ଯିବ ସେ ସ୍ଲାଇଡ କୁ ଆଉ ତୁମେ ଦେଖେଇବି ତୁମକୁ ଯେତେ ବହୁତ ମିଥେନ ଥିଲେ ପୃଥିବୀରେ ସେତେ ବହୁତ ଆର୍କିଆ ଥିଲେ ଓକେ ଏଇ ସମୟରେ ଏଇଟା 3.3 ବିଲିୟନ୍ସ ଅଫ ଇୟର୍ସ ଏଗୋ କଣ ଆର୍କିଆ ବହୁତ ଭର୍ତ୍ତି ହେଇଥିଲେ ବହୁତ ମିଥେନ ପ୍ରଡ୍ୟୁସ କରୁଥିଲେ ତ ଆର୍କିଆ ଭର୍ତ୍ତି ହେଇଥିଲେ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ଆର୍କିଆ ଡିସାପିୟର କରିଗଲେଣି ଆଉ ଆନାରୋବିକ ଡିସାପିୟର କରିଗଲେଣି ବହୁତ ମରିଗଲେଣି ଏକ୍ସଟିଙ୍କ୍ଟ ବି ହେଇଗଲେଣି ବିକଜ ଅକ୍ସିଜେନ ଆସିଗଲା ତେଣୁ ଆନାରୋବିକ ଲାଇଫ ଯୋଉମାନେ ଅକ୍ସିଜେନ ଦରକାର କରି ସେମାନେ ସେମିତି ମରିଗଲେ ତେଣୁ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ খুব কম আনারোবিক টাইপ অଛନ୍ତି ওকে मैं तो कहबे सो मोस्ट ऑफ द माने जो लाइफ अछंती अनारबिक लाइफ जो राइस फील्ड देखो राइस रे कोन हो जे राइस कल्टीवेशन करू इरिगेशन कर दो इरिगेशन कले कोन हुए इरिगेशन कोन हुए
All the crop get water.
पानी चल जो कोटी सॉइल भीतर को
Yes, sir.
सॉइल जब चली गला तेणु सॉइल जो ऑक्सीजन थिला से पळेला स्पेस ऑक्युपाइड बाय ऑक्सीजन एयर इज नाउ ऑक्युपाइड बाय वाटर सो सॉइल बिकम anaerobic राइस फील्ड हला तेणु
Sir, in that condition, why oxygen is not dissolved with water?
oxygen is always dissolved in water always but it is consumed by microorganisms present in the soil and also in water so some oxygen is present always dissolved oxygen is present okay but when it goes deep into water deeper into water there are many the water molecules in soil is much less than water molecules in water. Okay, so therefore, and they are also constantly consumed by aerobic life present. So therefore, CO2 oxygen concentration is reduced. Their anaerobic life survive. Okay, then it has ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ହେଲା oxygen ହେଲା, ଏଠି ଅଛନ୍ତି ମିଥେନ୍ ହେଲା। ଆଚ୍ଛା, ସେ ମିଥେନ୍ କନସେନ୍ଟ୍ରେସନ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ବହୁତ କମିଗଲାଣି, ଖୁବ କମ କନସେଣ୍ଟ ଅଛି ଯୋଉଟା anaerobic life ସବଷ୍ଟିଟ୍ୟୁଟ କରୁଛି। ସେଇଟା ହଉଛି କୋଉଠି ନା ସଏଲ ରେ, ମାନେ ଯୋଉଠି ମାନେ ରାଇସ୍ ଫିଲ୍ଡ ରେ ଆଉ ସ୍ୱାମ୍ପ ରେ ଯୋଉଠି ମିଥେନ୍ ବି ପ୍ରଡ୍ୟୁସ ହୁଏ ବେଳେ। ଓକେ, ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ଦେଖିବ ଏଇ ସମୟରେ ଥିଲେ କଣ ମିଥେନ୍ ଯୋଉ ଲେଖା ହାଇ 3 million years ago ମିଥେନ୍ ବହୁତ ଥିଲା। ଏଠି ଆର୍କିଆ ଥିଲେ, ଏଇ ଆର୍କିଆ ମାନେ କର ଗୋଟାଏ ଥିଲା ପିଗମେଣ୍ଟ କଲ ରୋଡୋପ୍ସିନ, ବ୍ୟାକ୍ଟେରିଆ ରୋଡୋପ୍ସିନ। What is rhodopsin? Okay, we'll come back. What is rhodopsin? It's slowly coming why plants are green. Okay, देखिए आर्किया, we'll come back to এটা মাউথ কই দেখাই দিয়ে। এটা হচ্ছে anaerobic life, the anoxygenic photosynthesis. Okay, this is oxygenic photosynthesis by cyanobacteria. Cyanobacteria became plastids, chloroplast, also endosymbiosis. So this anoxygenic photosynthesis here was archaea also present. Okay, so then came photosynthetic organisms, like transitional forms, Glyobacter and A. marina, Acleocoris. Acleocoris is intermediate life form between anoxygenic photosynthesis and oxygenic photosynthesis. And they could call it transitional forms. Okay. We'll talk about it in a second. This is A. marina, Acleocoris marina. This A. marina, Acleocoris marina is what organism that is ocean bahadla. It discovered in 1996, right? It has chlorophyll D. It has chlorophyll D. It doesn't have chlorophyll A, B, or C, but has chlorophyll D. Okay. They represent the transition form between oxygenic and anoxygenic photosynthesis. We believe anoxygenic photosynthesis. କାହିଁକି ଆମେ କହୁଛୁ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ। ଆଚ୍ଛା, କ'ଣ chlorophyll D, chlorophyll A, chlorophyll B? ଓକେ, ଗୋଟେ ଆବଜର୍ପସନ ସ୍ପେକ୍ଟ୍ରା ଦେଖୁଛ ପିଲାମାନେ? ଦେଖିପାରୁଛ?
Yes, sir.
ଓକେ, এই ଯୋଉ ରେଡ୍ ଦେଖାଉଛି ଏଟା ଲେଖା ବ୍ୟାକ୍ଟେରିଓ କ୍ଲୋରୋଫିଲ୍ ଯେ ପ୍ରେଜେଣ୍ଟ ଥିଲା। ବ୍ୟାକ୍ଟେରିଓ କ୍ଲୋରୋଫିଲ୍ ଲାଇକ୍ absorption spectra, which absorbs maximally at 780 nanometers. तापर आसला chlorophyll D, which absorbs maximally at 700 nanometer. Okay, but it also absorbs beyond 700 nanometers, more than 700 nanometers. Chlorophyll A, तापर आसला chlorophyll A in process evolution. आगे आसला bacterial chlorophyll A, तापर आसला chlorophyll D, तापर आसला chlorophyll A. Chlorophyll A asila, tapara asila chlorophyll B. If you see in the process of evolution, the wavelength, maximum wavelength of light absorption shifted to a smaller wavelength. 780 nanometer asila 645 nanometer. So, kahinki hela? Ye hela kahinki na bacteria chlorophyll A absorb କରୁଥିଲା, as I told you, bacterial chlorophyll କେତେଟା ଥିଲା anaerobic area। ଯେତେବେଳେ ସେ there's a lot of methane, no oxygen, no water, sorry, no oxygen, lot of methane was produced. Okay, and the bacterial chlorophyll A. And bacterial chlorophyll A converted hydrogen sulfide plus carbon dioxide, carbohydrate, and sulfur. Okay, because they did not have enough energy, the 780 nanometer energy was not sufficient to break water to oxygen. Because what chlorophyll A, the chlorophyll A available process cyanobacteria, blue guinea algae, they could break water to oxygen because they are observing at smaller wavelength. They are observing a longer wavelength. Longer the energy, higher is the wavelength, lower is the energy. Right? And smaller is the wavelength, larger is the longer is the wavelength, smaller is the energy, and smaller is the wavelength, more is the energy is more. Because energy of a photon is equal to C h by lambda, the wavelength. C is the velocity of light, h is the Planck's constant, and divided by the wavelength in nanometers. Right? So more is the, so it is energy of photon is C is a constant, H is a constant, right? So energy of a photon is inversely proportional to the wavelength. Okay. So energy of photon, more is the wavelength, less is the energy. So bacteria chlorophyll ray, say observe kota 780 nanometer ray, then so it had less energy. So therefore, it could not break water to oxygen, but it could break hydrogen sulfide to hydrogen and sulfur. ତେଣୁ ସେତେବେଳେ bacteria chlorophyll could not photosynthesize aerobically, although water was present. Okay. Acha. Bartaman, as I told you, chlorophyll D is observing maximum 7 nanometers. Chlorophyll A is observing at 645 nanometers, and long after came chlorophyll B, who is observed maximally at 663 nanometers. Now, the bacterial chlorophyll thile, say it as I told you, anaerobic like thala. The anaerobic like thila, they had what? They are called rhodopsin, bacteriorhodopsin. Bacteriorhodopsin are care thila. बुझले कि वर्तमान bacteriorhodopsin is a pigment. They also use light energy, okay, light energy to prepare their food. Okay, kada thila onek halobacterium, halobium, bacteriorhodopsin that care thila. And that bacteriorhodopsin we have inherited through the process of evolution. Some, from organism, archaeid, few all through, then, jette jahar optical pigment achi life re, like most of the life processes are similar kind of process, retinal, vitamin A, theory, called rhodopsin. Okay. So those people who are that the vitamin A deficiency have a body, re, you can lose your vision also. Thank you. Now vitamin A theory rhodopsin. Okay. So amma akhir patna kon achi? Rods and cones achi. Japar ke ame dekhi paruchuka rods achi. Rods achi, rhodopsin achi. Okay. And rhodopsin is a pigment. Japar ke ame bartan dekhi paruchu. Okay. Kain dekhi paruchu? Because it absorbs light. Okay. Rhodopsin absorbs light and converts into electrical signal that goes to your brain, and therefore you are able to see the color see the light. You'll see any object. So visual pigment rods, our body eye a deep purple pigment called rhodopsin. Rhodopsin has a 7 transmembrane protein. I'll show you that. 7 times spanning the membrane, transmembrane protein. The visual protein rod has deep rhodopsin. Rhodopsin is a 7 transmembrane protein, 7 times transmembrane, 7 spanning the membrane, 7 times, and form a family of G protein coupled receptors, GPCRs. I will not explain you G protein coupled receptors here, but those who are really read, those who are studying bachelor's or masters in biology will understand what is GPCR. Okay. I will not talk about that. These transmembrane proteins switch from an inactive to active form on the binding to a ligand. The activated receptor can trigger intermolecular signal cascade that leads to our vision for rhodopsin. Rhodopsin arranges a single layer in the membrane of each of the thousands of discs and rods outer segment. Rhodopsin forms light through the entire spectrum, but it preferentially absorbs green light at the wavelength of 497 nanometer. ହେଲା ଆମ ବଡିରେ ଯୋଉ rhodopsin ଅଛି ଆମେ ଯେତେବେଳେ we go to nature I just wonder ଆମକୁ ସବୁବେଳେ କୋଉ ଲାଇଟ୍ ଟା ଭଲ ଲାଗେ ଗଛ ବୃକ୍ଷ କାହିଁ ଭଲ ଲାଗନ୍ତି ଆମକୁ because they are green ନାଇଁ green color na nature.
Yes, sir.
So we love to go to nature ନାଇଁ ଆମେ ଗଛ ବୃକ୍ଷ ସବୁ ଭଲ ଲାଗେ ଦେଖିବା ପାଇଁ ଆମ ଘର ଭିତରେ ବି ଆମେ ଗଛ ଲଗାଉ କାହିଁକି ଆମେ ଗଛକୁ ଦେଖିବାକୁ ଭଲ ଲାଗେ କାରଣ ଇଜ ଭେରି ସୁଦିଂ ଟୁ ଆवर ଆଇଜ୍ କାହିଁକି ଆମର ଯୋଉ rhodopsin ଅଛି ଆମ ଆଖିରେ ସେଠି ଗ୍ରୀନ ଲାଇଟ ରେ ଫୋକସ ହେଇଛି ହେଲା ଆଉ ତୁମେ ଜାଣିଛ ଭିଜିବୁଲ ଲାଇଟ ର କଣ let me go to visible light here. Yeah. এইটা ଆମ ହ୍ୟୁମାନ ଆଇରେ ଯୋଉ rhodopsin ଅଛି ଏଇଟା ଆବଜର୍ପସନ ସ୍ପେକ୍ଟ୍ରମ ଏଇଟା ଏମିତିଆ ଆମେ ସବୁବେଳେ ଏଇ ଯୋଉ ସବୁଠୁ ବେଶୀ ଗୋଟେ ଦେଖୁଛ ସେଇଟା around 500 ନାନୋମିଟର 497 to be exact. ଏଇଟା ଗ୍ରୀନ ଲାଇଟ ହେଲା ଯେହେତୁ ଗ୍ରୀନ ଲାଇଟ ଆମେ ସେଇ ଗ୍ରୀନ ଲାଇଟ ଦେଖିବାକୁ ବହୁତ ଭଲ ଲାଗେ କାରଣ ଆମର ଯୋଉ rhodopsin ଆମ ଆଇରେ ଅଛି ସେମାନେ ସବୁ ବେଶୀ ହାଇଏଷ୍ଟ ଆବଜର୍ପସନ ଇନ ଗ୍ରୀନ ବୁଝିଲେ କି okay and our ability to see red light complete visible light is 400 to 700 nanometer. We can see a little bit below that, but beyond 700 nanometer you cannot see anything. Okay, so because our rhodopsin cannot absorb any light above 700 nanometer. Actually, many people cannot even see 700 nanometer. For I also cannot see, I have tried to see through a monochromator, a 700 nanometer light, I have not seen it. Maybe 695 I have seen it, but 700 nanometer light I could not see. Some people can see 700 nanometer light, some people cannot see 700 nanometer light. I cannot see 700 nanometer light. Okay. So ability to see light above 700 decreases. Similarly, our ability to see light below 400 also decreases. Okay. Because therefore, बहुत कष्ट anything beyond red or anything beyond blue. Okay. Because our eye focus on green. Okay. It has the rhodopsin in our eye. Okay. This rhodopsin, you can see, has 7 this is membrane, bilayer lipid membrane. This is bilayer lipid membrane. ये जो गोल ये जो अंडर रैंडम कहलो बेटा सीटा हो जब हो ट्रांसमेम्ब्रेन हेलिक्स therefore 7 transmembrane domain protein. But you don't have to remember it, just know it, what I'm telling you. So this is human eye rhodopsin. Rhodopsin form of vitamin A. That's where if you have vitamin A deficiency, you cannot see your rhodopsin will reduce, you become blind. Now कौन करिया? And this is the other spectrum bacterial rhodopsin. एक बार सर ये जो blue ये जो sketch है जी red रे pink and red, this is observed spectrum of bacterial rhodopsin. This is from Archaea. So we have inherited rhodopsin from Archaea. This is called a bacteriorhodopsin. Okay, Archaea rhodopsin, bacteriorhodopsin. So you can see bacteriorhodopsin also almost similar to rhodopsin, having highest absorbance in green, around 500, 30 or 40 nanometers. So amolite is focused on 500, amaki. In bacteriorhodopsin I was focused at 540 nanometers or 50 nanometers. Okay. And bacteriorhodopsin also just like us, 400 and 700. So focusing a little different. Okay. Human eye focus at 500 here, whereas bacteriorhodopsin focus at 540 nanometer. Okay. So अनेक bacteria थे. Okay, and this is bacteriorhodopsin, and bacteriorhodopsin also, the structure of bacteriorhodopsin. So I have already shown you the human rhodopsin and bacteriorhodopsin. Okay, Archaea 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It also have 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 transmembrane helix in a protein, okay, retinal link to lysine, and all told. So this is how present in bacteriorhodopsin. And just like humans, bacteriorhodopsin also is a trimer in Archaea of Halobacterium. So this is one bacteriorhodopsin, another bacteriorhodopsin, another bacteriorhodopsin, each having like 7. This is one transmembrane helix, another transmembrane helix, the 7 transmembrane helix here. This is one bacteria, one rhodopsin, another rhodopsin, another rhodopsin. So this is a trimer, 3, or they are all functioning together. So 3 of these are in one place in membrane of a bacteriorhodopsin. Halobacterium halobium. Halobacterium halobium is an archaea. Okay. And this is the structure of organization of bacteriorhodopsin in the membrane of what? This is membrane. This is the membrane of archaea. This is 1 dimension, from top to bottom, and this is in 3 dimension from the top. Achha. Okay. So doesn't matter. Now the question is, so bacteriorhodopsin is so similar to rhodopsin, of course, but they are observing maximal 540, we observe maximal 500. That's a difference. But almost otherwise, all parameters are same. They also observe from 700 to 400, mostly. So if you see, the third evolutionary, I told you, in anaerobic world, they are here evolved bacteria, archaea, in 300. This is 350 millions of years ago. Okay, here, around 350 millions of years ago came archaea. So archaea was prevalent. Methane was so much, because from the methane, abundance of methane, you can know the abundance of what? Archaea, the methanogenic bacteria. Both methane produce करते हैं. वर्तमान इतने bacteria थे, इतने archaea थे. Archaea, earth is full of archaea. Okay, and therefore, what are they doing? They are observing which wavelength mostly? In green. So green light they are observing the most. Because as I told you, bacteriorhodopsin archaea can observe maximally at 540 nanometers. Then, let's say that this is a layer of archaea present. Okay, this is a layer of archaea. Below develop the what? Cyanobacteria or Blugina algae. Okay. So bacteria which is anaerobic, cyanobacteria is aerobic, can oxidize water to oxygen. Bacteria, archaea is cannot oxidize water to oxygen. Okay. All right. So this archaea had halobacterium or halobium-like organisms, had bacteriorhodopsin, and they observe maximally at 540 nanometer, as I showed you. When they observe 540 nanometer, So all the green light was observed by Archaea. Okay. All the green light was observed by Archaea. Okay. All right. So when cyanobacteria evolve a pigment called chlorophyll A, okay, you can see therefore, since green light is completely screened because green light is observed by cyanobacteria, Archaea, so tole jo thila kono cyanobacteria did not see the green light. Okay, did not see the green light. All the green light are observed by what? Archaea. Tole thila kono? Cyanobacteria. So he could not see the green light. So it evolved a pigment called chlorophyll A, okay, which does not observe green light because you don't see the green light. So therefore it did not evolve a pigment called chlorophyll, okay, which can observe in green because it did not see green light. যেহেতু তলে যে সানোব্যাক্টেরিয়া ଥିଲା সে গ্রিন লাইট দেখি পারলানি কারণ উপরে যেতে ব্যাକ୍টেরিয়া ଥିଲେ কোন হ্যালো ব্যাକ୍টেরিয়া হ্যালো আর্কিয়া ଥିଲେ ସବୁ ଗ୍ରୀନ ଲାଇଟ୍ ଅବଜର୍ଭ କରିଦେଉଥିଲେ ଓକେ ତେଣୁ ତଳୁ ଯେତେ ଗ୍ରୀନ ଲାଇଟ୍ ପେନିଟ୍ରେଟ୍ ହେଇ ଆସୁଥିଲା ତଳକୁ ଲାଇଟ୍ ଫିଲ୍ଟର ହେଇ ଆସୁଥିଲା ଗ୍ରୀନ ଲାଇଟ୍ ସବୁ ଆର୍କିଆ ଦ୍ୱାରା ଅବଜର୍ଭ ହେଇଯାଉଥିଲା ହେଲା ତେଣୁ ଯେତେ ତଳେ ପଡ଼ିଲା ଲାଇଟ୍ ସେତେବେଳେ କ'ଣ ହେଲା ସେମାନେ ଦେଖିପାରିଲେନି କ'ଣ ଗ୍ରୀନ ଲାଇଟ୍ ହେଲା green light देखी पारलेनी so they did not evolve a pigment called chlorophyll A who doesn't observe green in green 540 observe in green so they have minimum absorption in 540 nanometer so therefore the chlorophylls are green. Why chlorophyll are green? Because they do not observe in green. Okay, otherwise if they could have seen if when cyanobacteria evolved, if they would not have evolved below the archaea, probably they would have got this. They could have seen the green light, and therefore could have evolved a pigment chlorophyll A, which is, we may not call it chlorophyll A, but chlorophyll, which absorbs maximally all wavelengths of light. Okay, we also absorbs in green. If the chlorophyll absorbs also in green, what will happen?
Plant would not become green.
They will be black
Yes.
or not?
Yes, sir.
Because they are absorbing all the wavelengths of light.
Yes, sir.
Anything black absorbs all the wavelengths of light. Right? So, chlorophylls are not black. Should have been black actually. Karana, they can absorb all the wavelengths of light and convert into carbohydrates. नहीं photosynthesis यूज कर पारते किंतु सेमान जेहेतु जेते इवॉल्व हैला सेमान ग्रीन लाइट देखि पारलेनी हां तेनु they did not synthesize pigment called chlorophyll A but which absorbs at green green तेनु green light देखा A light से देखि पारलेनी फोटो जोडा का यही चीज तेनु मैक्सिमली बने green light देखि पारलेनी blue red absorb कला blue absorb कला मैक्सिमम नहीं chlorophyll दिया ही देखो chlorophyll वेरा absorption spectrum black दिया ही देखो क्या you can see the chlorophyll is absorption spectrum in black so chlorophyll is absorbing maximally at 663 nanometer and 437 nanometer blue and red देखि पारछो so they did not able to apply, did not see the green light, therefore did not evolve a pigment called chlorophyll A, which absorbs in green. So therefore it is green. Okay, because it doesn't absorb green light. Because therefore, if you see the different structure of chlorophylls, okay, this I will not talk about. Yeah, and it talks about how transition. I will talk about that later on. You see the structure of chlorophylls. All of you know chlorophyll A structure. This is chlorophyll A, right? Structure of chlorophyll. It has a title tail here, which forms chlorophyll A. Okay, all right. This is fighter tail will be there. This is head and this is tail. Head and magnesium hochi vitare the 4 chiral rings A, B, C, D. It E would isocyclic ring hochi. Ago cyclopentane on the ring bikanti. Hala with magnesium at the center. You got a chiral ring, you got a chiral ring, you got a chiral ring, you got a chiral ring. A, B, C, D are 4 chiral rings. They become tetrapyrroles. Okay, and these tetrapyrroles are present protoporphyrin 9. Okay, okay. But when if iron goes into it, we call iron protoporphyrin 9. That leads to synthesis of cytochromes. If magnesium is inserted into protoporphyrin 9, it becomes magnesium protoporphyrin 9. Then becomes chlorophyll. Okay. So protoporphyrin is branch point. So protoporphyrin 9, if iron goes in, because iron protoporphyrin 9, then go to cytochromes, heme biosynthesis. If magnesium goes into protoporphyrin 9, magnesium protoporphyrin 9, then comes the chlorophyll synthesis. Okay. All right. So this is magnesium in the center. But look at side chains. It is vinyl group here, ethyl group here, and methyl group here. Okay. This is chlorophyll A. Chlorophyll B the CH3 is converted to CHO. This is chlorophyll B. C is converted to CHO. But I told you chlorophyll D. I told you chlorophyll D, right? I showed you absorption spectrum of chlorophyll D. I showed you. This chlorophyll B and chlorophyll D. I'm showing you going back and showing chlorophyll D. This bacterial chlorophyll A is chlorophyll D. Okay. Factor chlorophyll D. Then the chlorophyll D, okay, is absorbing maximally at 700 nanometer. And chlorophyll A absorbing maximally at 663 nanometer. Chlorophyll B absorbing maximally at 645 nanometer. That is simply because formed a minor difference in their side chains. What is the minor difference side chains? Structure? Because electron structure of the molecule is the function of the molecular structure of the molecule. Okay. Transition, number of transitions of the molecule determines the absorption spectrum of the molecule. And same thing also determines the fluorescence spectrum of the molecule. Okay. So electron structure of the molecule determines the absorption spectrum of the molecule and fluorescence spectrum of the molecule. Okay. So this is chlorophyll A. Okay. All right. So now chlorophyll B I2CHO. Now see chlorophyll D. This is chlorophyll D. Okay. What is chlorophyll D? Chlorophyll B, this CH3 becomes CHO. Here this vinyl group have become CHO. That is a difference. Okay. And this left side is bacterial chlorophyll A. The bacterial chlorophyll A, which absorbs 780 nanometer. This absorbs 663 nanometer because certain double bond reduce the single bond here. And some, and that's some, and this is a CH3CO group here. Okay. But chlorophyll A changed to this. And chlorophyll B, as I told you, becomes CHO group here. So this absorbs a 780 to bacterial chlorophyll A. Chlorophyll A is B absorbs at what? 663 nanometer. Chlorophyll A. Chlorophyll B when it becomes CHO here, 645 nanometer. And chlorophyll D, when A ring is this becomes CHO, absorbs at 700 nanometer. So all you can see here, there are only minor modifications in process of evolution for millions of years, or actually billions of years. Okay, in the process of evolution, there is only change of only changes in side chains. Okay, basic macro cycle. Magnesium being at the center, 4 porphyrins around, with a cyclopentane on the ring, E ring added, A, B, C, D, then E ring, which is not a spiral ring but a cyclopentane ring or isocyclic ring. You know, this is called bacterial. So they have changed in the earth. Okay. Therefore, in the process of evolution, only side chains changed, but did not the whole macrocycle, all chiral rings and magnetic center with rings, that remain almost same through the process of evolution for billions of years. And therefore, as we see today, that bacterial chlorophyll still contains that cannot absorb in green, okay, because the basic macrocycle did not change in process of evolution. For over 3 billions of years, or at least 2.5 billions of years, okay, or 3 billion, let's say in 3 billion years, or 3.5 billion years, change from bacterial chlorophyll to chlorophyll A, to chlorophyll B, to chlorophyll D, all only took place as basic side chains, nothing happened to the basic macrocycle. Therefore, when chlorophyll evolved green, they remained green throughout, even in the process of evolution, they have not changed their color. Okay. All right. So I think this is how we know that the plants are green today, because in the process of evolution, we have evolved from bacterial chlorophyll A or chlorophyll A that developed beneath the archaea, and archaea was absorbing mostly in green light, as I told you, and since it absorbed mostly in green light, so the green light was absorbed by archaea, and therefore the green light could not penetrate to the bottom of archaea. The bottom below the archaea came the cyanobacteria, and cyanobacteria could not see the green light. Therefore, did not develop a pigment called chlorophyll A, which can absorb in black. Okay. And through the process of evolution, the macrocycle of the ring with 4 chiral rings with another cyclopentanone ring have not changed throughout the process of evolution. Only sites inside evolved, changed. That shifted the wavelengths from 780 nanometer, which is anoxygenic photosynthesis, to 663 nanometer chlorophyll A, we make oxygenic photosynthesis. Okay, and this is so we do not expect a black chlorophyll, looking at past history, of billions of years. Okay, around 3 billions of years, impact could not change. Okay, remain still green. I think that we do not have any scope for changing the chlorophyll from green to black. Okay. We are happy if chlorophyll changes from green to black, because they absorb all the colors of light, can photosynthesize more, plant productivity will be more, grain will be more, we can more luxuriant growth of biodiversity, and all that, and we can survive better. Okay, but that's not going to happen. Okay. So we have to live with the green chlorophylls. We will be very happy to see green plants, because I am focused on green, and we'll always happy with green. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
सर बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। तेबे एठी आमे किछि प्रश्न नबा ता पूर्वरु मो सर पदन सर अछंती बोधवे
अच्छी
सर आपण जदि टिके सम अप करिवे ताले आमे तापरे क्वेश्चंस नबा सर।
थैंक यू सर, अति सुंदर भावरे सर बुझेले कहीं गछ गुड़िक ग्रीन कलर है कहीं क्लोरोफिल ग्रीन कलर। सर इवोल्यूशन विषय कहले पूरा केमिति प्रथमे आर्की बैक्टेरिया माने आसिले, आर्की बैक्टेरिया रु बैक्टेरिया आसिले, बैक्टेरिया रु सियानो बैक्टेरिया आसिले, सियानो बैक्टेरिया रु ग्रेजुअली तापरे अदर प्लांट्स सब आसिले। आर्की बैक्टेरिया जेतबेले थिला, आर्की बैक्टेरिया पिगमेंट स्ट्रक्चर जो रोडोप्सिन थिला, से रोडोप्सिन ग्रीन कलर अब्जर्व करुला। तेणु जिते ग्रीन कलर थिला, बिकज अर्ली डेज रे आर्की बैक्टेरिया मान संख्या अधिक थिला एवं से उपर स्तर रे आर्की बैक्टेरिया माने रहउथिले, तेणु से माने सबु ग्रीन कलर अब्जर्व करि नउथिले एवं ता तळे थिले सियानो बैक्टेरिया। तेणु से जो ग्रीन कलर आ सियानो बैक्टेरिया भीतर को पाखक आसुनथिला, तेणु सियानो बैक्टेरिया माने केबे भी ग्रीन कलर देखिलेनि कि अब्जर्व करिया पाइले। तेणु सियानो बैक्टेरिया माने अन्य तांकर पिगमेंट स्ट्रक्चर चेंज हला एवं से जो पिगमेंट स्ट्रक्चर तांकर चेंज हला ସେଠି କ୍ଲୋରୋଫିଲ୍ ଏ ଆସିଲା, ସେ ଯୋଉ କ୍ଲୋରୋଫିଲ୍ ଏ ଆସିଲା, ସେ କ୍ଲୋରୋଫିଲ୍ ଏ ଆଉ ଯଦିଓ ତାର ଥିଲା କ୍ଲୋରୋଫିଲ୍ ଏ ପାଇଁ ଆଉ ଗ୍ରୀନ୍ କଲର ନଥିଲା ଆବଜର୍ଭ କରିବା ପାଇଁ, ତେଣୁ ଗ୍ରାଜୁଆଲି ଯେହେତୁ ସେ ଗ୍ରୀନ୍ କଲର ଆବଜର୍ଭ କଲାନି, ତେଣୁ ସେ ଗ୍ରୀନ୍ କଲର ରିଫ୍ଲେକ୍ଟ ହେଲା ଏବଂ ସେ କ୍ଲୋରୋଫିଲ୍ ଗୁଡାକ ଗ୍ରୀନ୍ କଲର ହେଲେ। ସାର୍ ବହୁତ ଭଲରେ କହିଲେ, ବହୁତ ଭଲ ଭାବରେ କହିଲେ ଆର୍କିବ୍ୟାକ୍ଟେରିଆର ଷ୍ଟ୍ରକ୍ଚର କ'ଣ, କେତେ ମିଲିୟନ ବର୍ଷ ପୂର୍ବରୁ ଆର୍କିବ୍ୟାକ୍ଟେରିଆ ଆସିଥିଲେ, ତାପରେ କେମିତି ବ୍ୟାକ୍ଟେରିଆ ମାନେ ଆସିଲେ, ତାପରେ କେମିତି ସିଆନୋ ବ୍ୟାକ୍ଟେରିଆ ଆସିଲେ, ଇଭଲ୍ୟୁସନ ସହିତ କୋରିଲେଟ୍ କଲେ କେମିତି ପିଗମେଣ୍ଟ ଷ୍ଟ୍ରକ୍ଚର ଚେଞ୍ଜ ହେଇଛି। ଏବଂ ସାର୍ ବହୁତ ଭଲରେ କହିଲେ କ୍ଲୋରୋଫିଲ୍ର ଷ୍ଟ୍ରକ୍ଚର, କ୍ଲୋରୋଫିଲ୍ ଷ୍ଟ୍ରକ୍ଚରର ଯୋଉ ମ୍ୟାଗ୍ନେସିୟମ ପରଫିରିନ୍ ରିଙ୍ଗ ଅଛି ସେ କେମିତି କନଷ୍ଟାଣ୍ଟ ହେଇ ରହିଲା ଏବଂ ତାପରେ କେମିତି ତା ସାଇଡ୍ ଚେଞ୍ଜ ହେଇ ଡିଫରେଣ୍ଟ ଟାଇପ୍ର କ୍ଲୋରୋଫିଲ୍ ମଲେକୁଲ ସବୁ ଇଭଲ୍ଭ କଲା। ତେଣୁ ମୂଳରୁ ଶେଷ ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ ଇଭଲ୍ୟୁସନ ଅନୁସାରେ କେମିତି ଗ୍ରାଜୁଆଲି ଚେଞ୍ଜ ହେଇଛି ଏବଂ କାହିଁକି ପ୍ଲାଣ୍ଟ କ୍ଲୋରୋଫିଲ୍ ଗ୍ରୀନ୍ ହେଲା ଏବଂ କ୍ଲୋରୋଫିଲ୍ ଗ୍ରୀନ୍ ହେଲାଠୁ ପ୍ଲାଣ୍ଟ ମାନେ ଯେହେତୁ କ୍ଲୋରୋଫିଲ୍ କଣ୍ଟେଣ୍ଟ କରୁଛନ୍ତି ତେଣୁ ଗ୍ରୀନ୍ କଲର ହେଉଛି, ତେଣୁ ପ୍ଲାଣ୍ଟଟା ଗ୍ରୀନ୍ ଦେଖାଯାଉଛି। ଧନ୍ୟବାଦ ସାର୍ ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଏ ସୁନ୍ଦର ଭାଷଣ ପାଇଁ ଏବଂ ସୁନ୍ଦର ଲେକ୍ଚର ପାଇଁ। 2 ଘଣ୍ଟା ଧରି ଆପଣ ଏ ବିଷୟରେ ଏତେ ସୁନ୍ଦର ଭାବରେ ବୁଝେଇଲେ ଯାହାକି ସ୍କୁଲ ପିଲାମାନଙ୍କ ପାଇଁ ବହୁତ ଫଳପ୍ରଦ ହେବ ଏବଂ ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କ ପାଇଁ ଶିକ୍ଷଣୀୟ ହେବ। ଖାଲି ସ୍କୁଲ ପିଲା କାହିଁକି ସବୁ ସ୍ତରର ପିଲାମାନଙ୍କ ପାଇଁ ବହୁତ ଶିକ୍ଷଣୀୟ ହେବ। ଅବଶ୍ୟ ସାର୍ଙ୍କ ସ୍ଲାଇଡ୍ ଗୋଟେ ବହୁତ ଉଚ୍ଚ କୋଟିର ଥିଲା ଏବଂ ସ୍ଲାଇଡ୍ରେ ବହୁତ ଟେକ୍ନିକାଲ ଜିନିଷ ଥିଲା ଯୋଉଟାକି ସାର୍ ଜାଣିକି ଆଭଏଡ୍ କଲେ ବିକଜ ସ୍କୁଲ ପିଲାମାନେ ଅଛନ୍ତି ବୋଲି। ଧନ୍ୟବାଦ ସାର୍ ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଭାଷଣ ପାଇଁ, ଧନ୍ୟବାଦ।
ଯଦି କେହି ପ୍ରଶ୍ନ କରିବାକୁ ଚାହାନ୍ତି ତାହେଲେ ନିଜକୁ ଅନମ୍ୟୁଟ କରିକିରି ପ୍ରଶ୍ନ କରନ୍ତୁ।
Sir, can I ask a
Yes,
question?
yes, of course. Please go ahead.
Sir, so beautifully you explained how where the plant became green and not black or any other color. So much thankful to you, sir. But at last you said that had it been absorbing all the colors, it would have been black and it would be more flourishing and more beneficial for us. But at this point, sir, I would like to argue or question in a query sense that, sir, if it would be green, it would be black, the plant would be black, then it would be not better for us to our eyes. Because of the green, it is soothing and it is very beneficial for our eyes and mainly for eyes and maybe for other functions also. I don't know. So it would, if because it is green, so it is good, sir. If it would be black or any other color, then it would not be better. I think so, sir.
Yeah.
Sir.
Yes, I agree with you. It will not be. It will not be good for us because we cannot see. We cannot. Our ability to see will minimize. Will be minimized, and because we observe, our eyes observe maximally in green. Okay, so we will be very happy to see the green plant. Because because rhodopsin observes maximally in green. Okay.
Yes,
the ability to see a blue, therefore, that is okay for us, but it is not okay for plants. Okay. We cannot. You see, don't think that plants have evolved so that we can look it great. We can look it better. Okay. Plants evolved and we are evolved at the same time at a time, and we have inherited this rhodopsin from also archaea. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So yes.
Sir, I think everything happens for a reason. It is for the creator creator is making everything for a reason. The archaebacteria are evolved fast because they absorbed all the green light. So the plants or that blue green algae could not find or absorb green version of light, that wavelength. Because of that archaebacteria, I think, sir, the creator who has created this creation put this archaebacteria first only to make plant green, and not that it will be beneficial for plant or not that so that it will be beneficial for all, for the creation, so that he evolved archaebacteria so fast. It is my
What
opinion, sir.
you can bring creator into a picture and can do anything by intelligent design. Okay, that is okay, you know. But then creation point of view, I have nothing to say because that counteracts completely the theory of evolution. Okay, but I am not saying I don't know whether the creator exists or not. Okay, maybe may exist, may not exist. Okay,
No,
but
not a
whether-
question of creator, sir. Not a question of creator. It is being systematic. Everything is going through a very definite system because the plant are green, so that it is beneficial for all. That's I am saying.
yeah, beneficial or but not beneficial for the plant. That I'm saying.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It is beneficial for us because we are able to see it nicely. We are very happy to see plants. Okay.
Yes, sir.
But it's not beneficial for plants. Okay. That's what I'm saying. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And,
Yes, sir.
and plants may try in future to become black. Okay. Many algae are developed now additional pigments in other than chlorophyll. They have in addition to chlorophyll, they have developed many other accessory pigments which can absorb light and transfer it to the reaction center.
Other than green, sir.
Yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes. So you know, I mean, cyanobacter itself, which is
Yes.
green, also has evolved other pigments. Okay.
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay. Like
Yes, sir.
phycocyanin, phycoerythrin, allophycocyanin, and all that.
Yes.
They are also absorbing light and transferring it to their energy to chlorophyll A, and because chlorophyll A is not absorbing all of them the light. If we evolve a pigment which can also, with algae or plants, can evolve a pigment which also can absorb in green, okay,
Yes, sir.
in
Definitely.
future, okay, and transfer the energy to the reactions to chlorophyll A, then what will happen? Algae will be black.
Yes, sir.
So in the process, yes.
Sir, just my small doubt is there. We have got croton or other plants where leaves are not exactly green. So some other variants of the spectrum of light. So, do they are they also have gone through the mutation process, or they're inherited from this bacteria?
There are many plants which don't look green. Okay, some leaves are red also. You know, some leaves look a little different also. Other than red, different colors of leaves also there. You know, a croton plant, you have a lot of patches of yellow will be there. Okay, that doesn't mean that they don't have chlorophyll. They have chlorophyll. But chlorophyll color is masked by presence of anthocyanins. The leaves are red because of anthocyanin. Flowers are red because of anthocyanin, or blue because of anthocyanin. Okay, different kinds of anthocyanin. The anthocyanin color changes upon the pH also. Okay, so leaves also synthesize anthocyanin. तुलसी गछ देखे तुलसी गछ येलो थाए कौन ग्रीन थाए ताकि जो खरा थोई तो बहुत ठंडा पिंक कलर है they will not see red and green anymore because they synthesize a lot of anthocyanin. Anthocyanin probably to protect them from stress. Okay, light stress or whatever stress. Okay, so plants synthesize anthocyanins, but they become also obtain different colors. That doesn't mean they don't have chlorophyll. Okay, but their chlorophyll color is masked by anthocyanins. Therefore, many leaves are look green, look red. That doesn't mean that they don't have chlorophyll. Because anthocyanins, even if they absorb light, they cannot transfer the energy to chlorophyll A, so they cannot utilize in photosynthesis. But those pigments synthesize to do some other functions other than photosynthesis.
ତେବେ
Sir,
ହଁ
can you please explain about xanthophile?
Yeah, xanthophylls are also pigments. Okay, they belong to carotenoid groups of pigments. Okay, they are 40 carbon compounds, pigments with the connected isoprene unit. Each isoprene unit is a 5 carbon unit each. Each isoprene 5 carbon unit. 8 of 5 carbon units or 40 carbon units, when they join together, form a 40 carbon compound, form carotenoids. And these carotenoids also absorb light, okay, and transfer their energy to chlorophyll A. But sometimes, their efficiency of transfer of energy is less than other pigments. In blue green algae, let's say the phycobilisome, phycocyanins, phycoerythrins, they can transfer the energy even to 99.99% efficiency to chlorophyll A. Whereas carotenoids cannot absorb all their energy to chlorophyll A. So although carotenoids absorb light, and that energy is utilized in photosynthesis because they transfer the energy to chlorophyll A, still some of the energy cannot be transferred to chlorophyll A, so they remain unutilized in photosynthesis. Yes, carotenoids are there, and carotenoids also give a color to pigments, to yellow color to the leaves. You can see the yellow color of the leaves if the chlorophyll are destroyed, because chlorophyll marks the yellow color of the carotenoids. But if chlorophyll are destroyed, you can see the yellow color. Or their mosaic, genetically their plants are mosaic, you can see yellow color. Okay. Or there are many mutants, you can see patches of green and yellow and green and yellow. Okay. The yellow color means their carotenoids prevalent, and green chlorophyll content is less. Okay. But there have been chlorophyll, may have chlorophyll also. So carotenoids, or if you grow a plant in dark, it has a lot of carotenoids and xanthophylls. And xanthophylls also protect the plants from high light stress.
Thank you, sir.
सर मोर गोटे प्रश्न अछि सर ऑक्सीजन नथिला गोटे समय रे आउ कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड ही भर्ती हेकरी थिला मिथेन थिला आमे एटा जानिले केमती
We know it from the geological record analysis of the earth, very, very old rocks. Okay. We atmosphere rock analysis, geological rock analysis करूछु. जेउथर के रॉक केमिकल कंपोजिशन जानछु, atmosphere composition कौन होइते पारे mostly. So it is a kind of derivative analysis. Kete CO2 thala, kete oxygen thala. If you see old, very, very old rocks which are buried, you will not see any oxygen, any oxides there.
Achha.
So from there, and how much there are many geologists and not real geologists, but geophysicists, geochemists, who they have derived this atmospheric composition, looking at the rocks present on Earth, very old rocks to present day rocks, and some of them are also extrapolation.
तेबे रॉक रो स्टडी रु रॉक भितरे भी जो फॉसिल थिबो बा जो एई माने बैक्टीरिया थिबो बा जो एल्जी थिबो जाकू देखि किरी बा स्टडी करी कि हुए तो को जाउथबो
राइट रॉक मोस्टली रॉक को देखाउ जे रॉक भितरे को फॉसिल अछंती को प्लांट फॉसिल अछि आई हैव नॉट शोन दोस डिटेल्स हियर आई कुड शोन यू रॉक को काटी रॉक को काटी देले भितर सिटी से काटी दियंती এবং তা ভিতরে দেখନ୍ତି को टिक ऑर्गेनिज्म अछंती cyanobacteria really existed 2-3 billions of years ago, we know, or 2.5 billions of years ago, we know, because the rocks, inside the rocks, those who are carbon dated so not carbon dated to 2.5 billion years, okay, have cyanobacteria in them, fossilized. It is coming from fossil records.
ତେଣୁ ଫସିଲ ରେକର୍ଡ ଏବଂ ମାନେ ପଥରର ମାନେ ପୁରୁଣା ପଥରକୁ ଷ୍ଟଡି କରିକିରି ହିଁ ଆମେ ସେ ସମୟର ଏନଭାୟରନମେଣ୍ଟ ବିଷୟରେ ତା ବିଷୟରେ ଆମେ ଗୋଟେ କହିପାରୁଛୁ ଆଉ ତା ଭିତରେ ଲାଇଫ ଇଭଲ୍ୟୁସନ ଟା କେମିତି ହେଇଥିବ ସେ ଫସିଲ ଗୁଡାକୁ ଦେଖିକିରି ତାର ଗୋଟେ ଡେରିଭେଟିଭ ଆମେ ଆଜି କରିପାରୁଛୁ।
whole Darwin's theory of evolution
ଆଜ୍ଞା
based on fossil record.
ଆଜ୍ଞା
Darwin's theory of evolution which revolutionized the whole concept of science. Okay,
ଆଜ୍ଞା
you know, and has based on all fossil records.
ଆଜ୍ଞା ତେଣୁ ଫସିଲ ରେକର୍ଡ ରୁ ହିଁ ଆମେ ଦେଖୁଛୁ ଯେ ଗୋଟେ ସିଷ୍ଟମାଟିକ କେମିତି ଡେଭଲପମେଣ୍ଟ ହେଇଛି ଲାଇଫ ର ମାନେ ଓସନ ରୁ ଆସିଛି ଆର୍ଥ କୁ ଆସିଛି ପ୍ଲାଣ୍ଟ ଆସିଛି ଆଗ ତାପରେ କେମିତି ଭର୍ଟିବ୍ରେଟ ଆସିଛି ସାର ଅତି ସୁନ୍ଦର ଭାବରେ ସେଇ ଇଭଲ୍ୟୁସନ ସାର୍ ଦେଖେଇଲେ ଆମକୁ ଆଉ ୟାର ସବୁର ପଛରେ ଗୋଟେ ବଡ କଥା ହଉଛି ଯେ ଗୋଟେ ସାଇଣ୍ଟିଫିକ ଇନଭେଷ୍ଟିଗେସନ ଅଛି ଆଉ ସେ ସାଇଣ୍ଟିଫିକ ଇନଭେଷ୍ଟିଗେସନ ଭିତରେ ହିଁ ମାନେ ଫସିଲ ର ଇନଭେଷ୍ଟିଗେସନ ଅଛି ତାର ଡେଟିଂ ଅଛି ୟା ଭିତର ଦେଇକିରି ଆମେ ଗୋଟେ ଯୋଉଟା ଆଗେ ଧାରଣା ଭାବରେ ଥିଲା ଯେ ହୁଏତ 7 ଦିନରେ ପୃଥିବୀ ତିଆରି ହେଇଛି ବା ଅଲଗା ବିଭିନ୍ନ ପ୍ରକାରର ଧାରଣା ଥିଲା ତାର ଗୋଟେ ସାଇଣ୍ଟିଫିକ ରାସ୍ତା ଆମେ ଖୋଜିକିରି ପାଇଛନ୍ତି ଯୋଉଟା ଇଭଲ୍ୟୁସନ ଥିଓରି ଭିତର ଦେଇକିରି କେମିତି ଗଛ ଆସିଛି ଆଉ ସେଇ ଭିତର ଦେଇକିରି ଅତି ଇଣ୍ଟରେଷ୍ଟିଂ ଭାବରେ ମାନେ କେମିତି ପତ୍ର ଆସିଛି ଆଉ ପତ୍ରରେ କେମିତି ରଙ୍ଗ ତାର ସବୁଜ ହେଇଛି ସେଟା ଆମେ ନେଇଛୁ ତାପରେ ଇଭଲ୍ୟୁସନରେ ବହୁତ ଇଣ୍ଟରେଷ୍ଟିଂ ବିଷୟ ଅଛି କେମିତି ଆମ ଆଖି ତିଆରି ହେଲା ସାର୍ ତାର କିଛିଟା ଇଏ କହିଛନ୍ତି କେମିତି ଆଖିର ଡେଭଲପମେଣ୍ଟ ହେଇଛି ତାର ମଧ୍ୟ ବୈଜ୍ଞାନିକ ଇଏ ଅଛି ତେବେ ଆଜି ତ ଲମ୍ବା ସମୟର ଆଲୋଚନା ସାର୍ ରଖିଛନ୍ତି ତେଣୁ ସାର୍ଙ୍କୁ ଆଜି ଧନ୍ୟବାଦ ଦେଇକିରି ବିଜ୍ଞାନ ଚେତନା ମଞ୍ଚ ପକ୍ଷରୁ ଆଉ ବିଭିନ୍ନ ଆମେ ସ୍କୁଲ ପିଲାମାନଙ୍କୁ ବି ଆଧରେ ଯୋଗ ଦେଇଥିଲୁ ଏଇଥିପାଇଁ ଯେ ସେମାନେ ଗୋଟେ ସେନ୍ସ ପାଇବେ ସାଇନ୍ସର ଏବଂ ସେନ୍ସ ପାଇବେ ଗୋଟେ ଇଭଲ୍ୟୁସନାରୀ ଥିଓରିର ଗୋଟେ ହୁଏତ ସେମାନେ ସମ୍ପୂର୍ଣ୍ଣ ବିଜ୍ଞାନର ସମସ୍ତ ଦିଗ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ହୁଏତ ବୁଝିପାରିବେନି କିନ୍ତୁ ଗୋଟେ ତାର ଫ୍ଲେଭର ତାର କେମିତି ସେ ମାନେ ବିଜ୍ଞାନ କେମିତି ପ୍ରୋଗ୍ରେସ କରେ ସାଇନ୍ସ କେମିତି ଧୀରେ ଧୀରେ ଆଗେଇଛି ଗତ 200 ବର୍ଷରେ ମଣିଷର ଚିନ୍ତା କେମିତି ଭାବରେ ପରିବର୍ତ୍ତନ ହେଇଛି ସେଇଟା ପିଲାମାନେ ବୁଝିପାରିବେ ତାଙ୍କର ଇଣ୍ଟରେଷ୍ଟ ବଢିବ ଫ୍ୟୁଚର ରେ ସାଇନ୍ସ କୁ ଆହୁରି ଗୋଟେ ସାଇଣ୍ଟିଫିକ ଏଣ୍ଡ ଅଫ ମାଇଣ୍ଡ ତିଆରି କରି ନିଜେ ଆଗେଇବା ପାଇଁ ତେବେ ଏଥିପାଇଁ ଆମେ ସ୍କୁଲ ପିଲାମାନଙ୍କୁ ମଧ୍ୟ କରିଥିଲୁ ତେବେ ଆମର ମୁଁ ଏଠି କହି ରଖେ ଆମର ବିଜ୍ଞାନ ଚେତନା ମଞ୍ଚର ଗୋଟେ ୱେବସାଇଟ ମଧ୍ୟ ଅଛି PCM.org ତା ଦେହରେ ଆପଣମାନେ ଭିଜିଟ୍ କରିପାରିବେ ଆମର ଫେସବୁକ୍ ପେଜ ମଧ୍ୟ ଅଛି ତେବେ ସାଇନ୍ସ ପପୁଲାରାଇଜ କରିବା ପାଇଁ ଏବଂ ଲୋକମାନଙ୍କ ପାଖକୁ ବିଜ୍ଞାନ ବିଭିନ୍ନ ଭାବରେ ବିଜ୍ଞାନକୁ ନେଇଯିବା ପାଇଁ ବିଜ୍ଞାନର ଥିଓରି ଗୁଡାକ ନେଇଯିବା ପାଇଁ ଆମେ ଚେଷ୍ଟା କରିଥାଉ ସେଥିରେ ପବନ ସାର୍ ଆମ ସାଙ୍ଗରେ ଜଏନ କରିଛନ୍ତି ବୈଷ୍ଣବ ସାର୍ ଏତେ ଦୂରରୁ ଆମ ସହିତ ଜଏନ କରିଛନ୍ତି ତେଣୁ ବହୁତ ବହୁତ ସାର୍ଙ୍କୁ ଧନ୍ୟବାଦ ପବନ ସାର୍ ଆଗରୁ ମଧ୍ୟ ଇଭଲ୍ୟୁସନରେ ଡାରୱିନ୍ସ ଥିଓରି ଉପରେ ଗୋଟେ ଟକ୍ PCM ର ଇଏରେ ସେତେବେଳେ ଅନଲାଇନ ନଥିଲା ଅଫଲାଇନ ଥିଲା ସାର୍ ସେତେବେଳେ ଦେଇଥିଲେ ଆମେ ଅନଲାଇନ ମୋଡରେ ବି ସାର୍ଙ୍କଠୁ ପରବର୍ତ୍ତୀ ସମୟରେ ଗୋଟେ ଥିଓରି ଅଫ ଇଭଲ୍ୟୁସନ ଉପରେ ଡାରୱିନ୍ସ ଥିଓରି ଅଫ ଇଭଲ୍ୟୁସନ ଉପରେ ଶୁଣିବୁ ଆମେ ଗୋଟେ ଆରେଞ୍ଜ କରିବୁ ସାର୍ ଯଦି ଦେଇଥିବେ ବହୁତ ବହୁତ
thank you for the invitation to join ବିଜ୍ଞାନ ଚେତନା ମଞ୍ଚ
ଆଜ୍ଞା ତେବେ ମୁଁ ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କୁ ଅନୁରୋଧ କରିବି ସମସ୍ତେ ବିଜ୍ଞାନ ଚେତନା ମଞ୍ଚର ମେମ୍ବର ହେବେ ନିଜର ମତାମତ ଦେବେ ଏବଂ ମାନେ ଛୋଟ ଛୋଟ ହେଲେ ବି ଛୋଟ ଛୋଟ ଗ୍ରୁପରେ ହେଲେ ବି ସ୍କୁଲରେ କଲେଜରେ ବିଭିନ୍ନ ଭାବରେ ବିଜ୍ଞାନକୁ କେମିତି ଆଉ ସାଇଣ୍ଟିଫିକ ଥଟ୍ ପ୍ରୋସେସକୁ କେମିତି ନେଇଯିବା ସେଥିପାଇଁ ସମସ୍ତେ ଟିକେ ଚେଷ୍ଟା କରିବେ ଏତିକି ଅନୁରୋଧ କରିକିରି ମୁଁ ଆଜିର ସେମିନାର ଏଇଠି ରଖୁଛି ସାର୍ ବହୁତ ବହୁତ ଧନ୍ୟବାଦ ସାର୍ ଜଏନ କରିଥିବାରୁ ଆମର ରେକର୍ଡେଡ ଏଇଟା ଅଛି ଫେସବୁକ ରେ ଲାଇଭ ହେଇଛି ପରବର୍ତ୍ତୀ ସମୟରେ ଆପଣ ମାନେ ବି ଦେଖିପାରିବେ କିଛି ଜଟିଳ ବିଷୟ କିଛି ହାୟର ସାଇନ୍ସ ର ବିଷୟ କେମିଷ୍ଟ୍ରି ର ବିଷୟ ଥିଲା ଟକ୍ ରେ ଯୋଉଗୁଡା କି ପରବର୍ତ୍ତୀ ସମୟରେ ଆହୁରି ଆମେ ଲୁସିଡଲି ଆପଣ ମାନଙ୍କ ପାଖକୁ ନେଇଯିବା ପାଇଁ ଚେଷ୍ଟା କରିବୁ। ବହୁତ ବହୁତ ଧନ୍ୟବାଦ।
Sure, sir. So
Namaskar.
Namaskar.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
So nice to talk to you from 1,000 kilometers away, but that's okay.
ଏବେ ଗୋଟିଏ ଜିନିଷ ସାର୍ ଏଇଟାକୁ ନେଇକି ସମ୍ଭବ ହେଇଛି ଯେ ବିନା ଖର୍ଚ୍ଚରେ ଆମେ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ସେଠୁ ଶୁଣି ପାରୁଛୁ। ଆଜ୍ଞା ସାର୍।
Probably Corona job.
Positive
And
aspect.
this positive aspect of Corona, right?
Yes, positive aspect of Corona.
Yes.
ଆଜ୍ଞା ସାର୍।
Okay, good night to all of you.
Thank you.
Bye now.
Thank you.
Namaskar.
Same to you, sir.
Thank you.
Good night, sir.
Bye.
Namaskar.